Hello ladies and gents, I'm the Rev, and this is Elite Dangerous Beginner's Guide to Smuggling. Now a good buddy of mine showed me how to do this, so I thought I would pass that on, and it is a great way to make money. Now, you'll get to a point where, you got to make 20, 30, 40 million to get the next ship that you want, right? Smuggling is a good time to do that. Usually around that time you can afford yourself an Asp Explorer. So here we have the Asp Explorer. Now I had to go to another station so I could show you guys all this fun stuff. So we're looking at 6.6 million, which you can get, 1 to 2 days at bounty hunting. If you really go after it hard, you can see we've got 4 utility mounts, 4 small hard points, 2 medium hard points, internals. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty. I went to another station so that I could actually show you guys everything. So first thing you're going to notice, no weapons. You don't need them. As you guys are going to see in the upcoming part where I show you guys what it's like jumping in between, I have probably one of the worst situations happen, and I boosted out of it, and I didn't get scanned. So you have to keep watching to see that, because it's coming up. Anyway, so we've got a chaff launcher, of course. Now, if you don't immediately boost out, chaff launcher isn't going to stop the police or whoever's after you scanning. That doesn't do it. If you want to fight, you turn around, you put weapons on, of course, your vehicle here. You turn around, and you immediately deploy hard points, and you light them up. That will stop a scan. Otherwise, boost out. I prefer to boost out. Why would I waste my time? At the most, if it's a bad guy, I might get, under 20 G's. When I'd rather just, save my time. Time is money. Boost back in, make a couple million instead. So, alright, so we got 1 shield booster on here. And this setup right here has worked very well. I've been able to boost away and not be taken out. My shields have held. Okay, so you're looking at 6.1. By the time we're done, it's probably going to be very, very expensive. Anyways, so power plant, and we'll just do this the easiest way, like so. You can see it's 5.1 mil. And then, of course, the thrusters. We can find one. There we go. See, another 5.1. And those are the 2 beasts, but you've got to have them. Okay, then we've got our frame shift drive. That is another 5.1 million. Ow. And then, of course, life support, you can use the stock. We got power distributor, another A. That one's only 400,000, 403,328. Wow. Okay. And then sensors, again, you can use stock. If anything, go in and look and find the lightest of the sensors. Put those in. Now this is where things get a little funky donkey. So what I did was, they had the fuel tank here, class 32 on an E6. So what I did is I turned that into the cargo rack, and then I got 2 fuel tanks here, right? 2 main fuel tanks. And these things aren't expensive. You can see, not even 100 G's. And of course, then we got our class 3, and now that's the other thing that I did was I moved. I'll just show you guys real quick. It's 500,000. I moved the, I don't remember what was here. Oh, sorry, the shield generator was actually in the E6 spot, so I moved that, put it down here for an A3, because it's the lightest, even though it is a touch expensive. But at the same time, it gives just enough protection with that 1 shield booster that I can get away from everything. Now, fuel scoop. Completely and utterly your choice. Me, I've got extra fuel tanks just in case, because I get about 400,000 light years out of this bad boy. I want to take a gas, so just in case, you never know. You know, you might have cops hanging around a couple of the stations, and you know you got to boost after you've already pushed your limit on how far you can go. You know, it comes in handy. That bad boy is almost 1 million. Okay, so then we got another fuel tank here. Again, like I said, I like to do everything in one run. We got the standard docking computer, which of course is completely and utterly your choice. Advanced Discovery Scanner. Now you want to have this because you're going to be jumping through so many systems that that haven't been thoroughly scanned yet. So you can take them and you can make a crap load of money, and I'll show you guys that probably at the end of the video how much I make from doing that. And then Planetary Approach Suite isn't really important or viable. I don't think I put no. Did I? Combat Master. Ooh. Definitely unimpressive. Alright, so hold on and we will get right back to now moving on to the kind of missions you need to take. So hold on and we'll be back in 1 second. How do you get the missions? So you just go to the bulletin board here. And as you can see, shadow deliveries. Now, one thing to keep in mind, as you get into and you can get enough money and you start getting big holds, and the more and more you do this, the better and better the delivery missions get. Okay, so what you want to look for is this right here, outpost. Always make sure it's an outpost. It's never one of those circle ones. We'll take that. How about this guy? Oh, look. Oh, boy, I'm gonna look. I got a, oh, man, more popped up than what I thought would. So, here's another one. So, as always, you know, keep it within your gas tank range. I've got about 400 light years, close to that, before I have to really do a lot of refueling. Or you can go and look, when you get all of your quests, you can look at them and see which one's the closest. Make that one your destination. Make sure you get enough gas for that, because once you hit that one, you can refuel usually and go from there. But anyway, so we've got, so you'll be a slave runner. You want to make sure you've got enough time to actually do the missions. You know, as long as there's an hour, you know, an hour or two, you know, that you've got time to sit and run the missions, you're good. If you're going to sign out and leave, don't even try and do this, because you'll just fail all the missions, because all of them get 3, 4, 5 hour little bits here. So, of course, the mission will fail if scanned, and I'm going to show you how not to get scanned. Now, doing this, it's not a question of if you're going to be interdicted, it's a question of when. Just like if you're a whitewater rafter, there are those that have swam and those that are about to. That's the way that it goes. It's just gonna happen. Now you can take and you can do some of these other smaller ones if you want to pick up extra cash, but oh boy, well, it didn't have one pop on the bottom here. Anyways, the things you'll want to be looking at and the things that will affect it will be your exploration rank and your trader rank. So as those go up higher and higher and higher, and I am currently a merchant and a surveyor, you'll get better and better missions. The other good thing about this is I've ran, I think, 5 of these runs. Both of those were extremely low, and they've gone up significantly. So it's a good way to get those going as well when it comes to trade rank and explorer rank. Alright, so we go over here. Whoa, look at all of that. Holy crap. So the other real big piece of advice I would offer is don't do this many in your first run. I sat here for like an hour, hour and a half, refreshing, and of course, to refresh, to get different ones here, all you have to do is save and exit, go all the way out, and then go back into either open play or solo play. I would suggest you actually do the missions and everything in solo play. But that's all you do, and you can do that over and over again. So if I wanted more missions, I'd sign out, I'd go into open play, see if there are any missions, sign out, go back to solo play, and go from there. So let's see, we got 1.6. Oh, Oh, look at that, and it doesn't show the distance. Really? Anyway, so what... If you're paying attention, and I wasn't because I've been sitting here refreshing for a while, I usually take and I look and I go by time. It's usually the easiest way for me, or the biggest one. So that one's only a million, million and a half, mil and a half. Ooh, 1.7. We're getting there. 2.3. Ooh. So, you know, they're okay. You know, I'll make a decent run out of it. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go here first, since that's the most expensive one. And if something happens and I do happen to get scanned, I'd rather be able to get the most... I always try and get the most expensive ones. If it's not time related, it's by money. So we'll do our system map. Eventually we'll get it. Come on now. Alright. Okay, so... Ooh! Jeez! That's like a half-hour flight. Look at that. 96... No, thank you. Okay, so... What we'll do is we'll go back, and since it was that one, I am not... Whoop! I'm not going to waste my time with that. Yep. Okay, so... I don't know. Was that one... There we go. So we'll do that one instead. That's the other thing, you know, you want to keep your eyes out for is, you know, how long are you going to have to be in hypercruise? Because the longer you're in hypercruise, and this is where the risk versus the reward comes in. How long you're in hypercruise, the longer you're in hypercruise, the bigger the risk, because there's more chance. I've gotten interdicted 5 times in a system before. Hit over and over and over again by you know, pirates, by the local authority, all that stuff. So something you definitely want to keep them in. Now, when we get there, we're going to have to scan to be able to find the station we're supposed to go to. Now you look right now, we're at distance, it's 378 light years. So if we pull out, you can see how far we got to go, right? But you'll also see that all my missions here, oh, they're all kind of close together. So the longest part of this is going to be jumping to and from Robingo. That takes anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes or so. And then depending on how many missions you pick up and how close they are together, you know, it can take a half hour, 45 minutes. So now, the other big reason for having the system-wide scanner that I showed you guys, the other big reason for that is you're going to make a lot of money because you're going to jump to a lot of systems that haven't been scanned before, right? So that's something you definitely want to keep in mind. And as always, whenever you come out of a
landing gear retracted.
Anyways, whenever you come out of a station, haul ass. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to run all these missions. I'm going to give you guys the highlights if I get interdicted, what I do, because you're going to see I don't have any weapons on this. All I'm going to do is boost out. And you guys will see how to do it. Maybe I'll be able to use the heat sink. Anyways, hold on. And I'm going to show you guys a bunch of, like I said, real quick jumps.
Frameshift drive charging.
And how much money you can make scanning. And then at the very end, we'll come back and I'll show you guys how much money I made and how much
4, 3,
I scanned.
1, engage.
look at Robigo Mines. We did our full trip so I could show you guys not the benefits, not just of the shadow runs, but of everything else. So we'll start off with my merchant rank is now 91, explorer rank 48%, so we're getting there. One more run and I'm gonna get that trade rank. Then we'll be getting even better missions. And we'll go into the services here. And universal cartography. So I made sure it was at 0 when I left, and now 189. So when you first start doing this, excuse me, I was getting close to 250, 300,000 extra every time. Now I've done it. Let's see, I had 2 million when I started last night, so 32 million later, and we're still getting 189,000. So, you know, not bad. You can always go different stations if you can find one that works real well. You know, just look in the community. Anyways, so ooh, look at that. So that was 2 pages. Oh, about 230 something thousand. So altogether with what I have here, I started out with 26,827,091, and it looks like our grand total is about 7.5 million for about an hour and a half worth of running around with our head cut off, doing our shadow missions. So there you go. Now, with what you guys just watched, when it came to all of the various jumping, I don't have weapons. Again, remember, I don't have any weapons on the ship. I just boost away. And when you have all of those top A parts, you're going to be able to do that. But you have to get the Class A stuff. And I was looking at what all that cost altogether, you know, and you could probably outfit yourself with the ship included under 25 million. You'd have some change. So between 20 and 25 million, I think, would get you fully, you know, once you get that much money together, go to a station that has an Asp Explorer. Don't get the Scout, get the Explorer. It's got so much more to it. You know, the Scout has its purpose. The Asp, this is pretty much in the community, from what I've heard, what it's known for. So as always, folks, there you go. I'd like to thank you for watching. I'm the Rev. And remember to keep your heads down, your guns up. I'm gonna give me some more missions and keep making some money. Ooh, look at all of these runs. Ooh, there's ooh. Oh, that's almost 3 million there. We'll take that. Ooh, must have been a big one. Anyways, I won't make you guys take the rest of this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again real soon.